Is it even possible to make $10,000 in 1 month at a car dealership, at your car dealership, at any car dealership? Hey, let's talk about it today. Welcome to Car Talk, where I give you my 20 years of experience on my 20-minute drive to work. Is it possible for you to make the 10,000 bucks in 1 month at a car dealership? The answer is yes. For those of you who are not currently working at a car dealership and sales, that'd be step one. Go get the job at the car dealership. Because if you're not working there, pretty hard to make 10,000 bucks a month if you're not actually working at a car dealership. But for all those who are working at a car dealership and are in sales and you're struggling to make 10,000 bucks a month, this video is for you. So the first thing I would do is, if I wanted to make $10,000 a month at the dealership that I'm working for, is I would go dust off, call HR, and find my pay plan. You signed it, you threw it away, you probably don't even remember what it was, nor do you know how to really work it. So that would be the first thing I would do, is I would find a copy of my pay plan. And after I found my pay plan, I would sit down, not at work, at home, okay? And we're going to do a thing called a goal, okay? You're going to write down a goal. And the goal is going to be make $10,000 in 1 month. And when you write that down, the next step is I need you to write down 5 different ways that it's possible with your current pay plan that you could achieve $10,000 a month. 5 completely different ways. Give it some thought. Really think through it. How many cars do I got to sell? Do I get paid more for a new car? Do I get paid more for a used car? Do I get spiffed on selling a warranty, on gap insurance, aftermarket products? I don't know. Whatever your pay plan is, there's going to be revenue streams on your pay plan. And I need you to go through all those revenue plans. And you need to analyze them and come up with 5 completely different ways that you can work your pay plan and make 10,000 bucks a month. Okay? Now keep these somewhat realistic, but also you're going to have to push yourself if you're not making 10,000. If you're only used to selling X amount of cars and it might take you a few more to get 10,000, you're going to have to do a little bit more work, okay? But the reason why you do this is because most salespeople in the industry forget that $100 is a decent amount of money. We forget that. And we actually, in our mind, we actually decide, fuck it, I don't care about the $100 because we're shooting for the bigger numbers. So the $100 doesn't matter. But here's why it does actually matter. There was a point in time in my career where we were selling this product that protects your paint and the interior of the car, and we were selling this. And every time I sold this product, I would get $75. Yeah, a whopping $75 every time I sold it. At the time, I was an assistant manager, so I got to talk to every single customer, and on average, I would sell 40 to 50 customers a month. Not myself selling them, but I was a part with helping the salespeople sell these cars, and I had the opportunity to talk to 40 to 50 people. And at the time, one of the other assistant managers really wanted me to get a Harley bike. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm good. I don't want to buy the bike. I don't want to spend the money. I don't want to buy the bike. I don't want to make a payment. And he said something to me that really made sense. He said, hey, how many of this protection product at $75 a month, or $75 a pop, how many would you have to sell to pay for the bike? So I did the math and I figured it out and it clicked. I'm like, you know what? The $75 really ain't shit. But when you started adding the $75 up, it came to something. So now every single time I had the opportunity to present the product, it wasn't just about selling the product. It was about I needed that $75 because that $75 got me a little bit closer to the goal. And that's the problem. That's the problem with most salespeople is they forget. Like there's spiffs out there. There's little carrots that get dangled. You know, $25 here, $60 here, $10 here, and y'all discredit that money like it's not part of the pay plan. And you only look at your commissions, and you discredit that money. So you're basically telling the universe you don't give a fuck about that money. So that's a big problem that's going on. Everything matters. And if you're a true salesperson, okay, you sell everything because you enjoy it, right? So you sell the car, you sell the product, you sell those floor mats, you sell the bed liner on the truck. It all actually matters, and it's a challenge to you. You want to sell the bed liner. And here's the other thing. Here's the craziest thing about that. Do you realize that most customers, I don't know the exact stat because I ain't going to look it up, okay? But most customers probably spend $1,500 to $2,000 accessorizing their vehicle in some way after they leave the dealership. Why don't you just help them with that? Why don't you just help them? It's not like you're selling them bullshit. Why don't you just help them make the processes easier? They're going to probably tint their windows. You know, they might throw on some wheels and tires. If it's a truck, they're going to do a bed liner. You know, they might lift the truck. Who knows? They might throw a canopy on it. But if you get paid accessories and your weak ass ain't selling them, that's why you ain't making $10,000. Okay? If you think $100 isn't nothing, you ain't going to make $10,000. I promise you. Okay? So are we on track? Are we on track with what we need to do? We need to go get the pay plan. If you don't have the pay plan readily available, shame on you for not being a professional. Okay? Shame on you for not being a professional. That's your contract. You should know that contract inside and out. So get a hold of HR, dust it off, whatever you got to do. Go home, sit down, undistracted, and come up with 5 different ways that you can make $10,000. That seems somewhat reasonable to you, but makes you push yourself a little bit. Then the next step I want you to do, now this is crazy, okay? The next step I want you to do, okay, let's just say, in order to make $10,000 a month, you got the 5 ways figured out, and let's just say you got to sell 15 cars to do that, okay? You got to sell 15 cars in order to do that. How many, okay, now we're going to really break it down. How many customers do you need to talk to on average to sell 15 cars a month? Do you know? Do you know how many customers you must talk to before you sell 1 car? I always did the rule of 4 when I was selling cars. I just said I have to talk to 4 customers to sell 1 car. So if that's the case, if you have to talk to 4 customers to sell 1 car, and the goal's 15, okay? Get your calculator out. That'd probably be 60 customers. Okay? So you got to talk to 60 customers to make $10,000. Got it? So in order to sell 15, you got to talk to 60 customers. Those 60 customers equal $10,000 a month. Now, how many, okay? We're getting juicy. We're getting fired up here, okay? We're doing math problems, okay? Now, out of the 60 people, divide the 60 people by $10,000. How much are each one of those customers you talk to worth? Now, if that doesn't fucking fire you up and that number becomes so real to you, that's a completely different problem. And you can go back to another one of my videos that I talk about you leaving the business. But anyway. Okay, so now we know that I gotta talk to 60 people to sell 15 cars, and the 15 people are worth X amount of money. When somebody walks through that door, you should be that much more excited because in your mind, you're like, boom, that's, whatever the math is, that's $300. That's $400, whatever. Every customer I talk to is worth 400. Okay. Then we're going to really break it down even further. Okay. How many test drives do you got to take in order for you to sell those 15? Okay. I always did three. Okay. So I would go 4 customers. I needed to test drive 3 of those customers. Okay. Now, 3 times 15. Okay. You do that math. And then you divide that by the 10,000. How much is each test drive worth? Getting pretty exciting, right? Now, before you go on the test drive with your customer, you're going to go, you know what, man? I got to nail this test drive. I got to nail the presentation. I got to set the car up perfect. I got to make sure that, they're 100% comfortable. And this is the best, most comfortable test drive that they've ever been on their entire life. They're going to drive this brand new car that they've never been in, but they're going to feel so damn comfortable because they know how the radio works, they know how the Bluetooth phone works, they know where the blinkers are, the heated seats, the power seats, the rear view mirrors, everything's feeling fucking comfortable, okay? And they just love the car because it feels so damn good to them, okay? It gets to another level when there's a dollar figure associated to the test drive. You get what I'm saying? So now we know what each customer's worth. We know what the test drive's worth. And then out of the 3 people that you test drive, I always told myself, I got to at least show 2 of them numbers. I got to show 2 of them numbers. And then I would take the 15 people, okay? And I would do the math. I would just do it down and see how many test drives I had. Now, out of the test drives, okay, so out of the 60, I would divide that by the 30, okay, or no, not the 30, sorry, I would take the 60 people, and I would divide that by the 3, figure out, or times it by the 3, how many test drives I had to do. You know what I'm talking about. Losing track here a little bit because I'm getting fired up. But each customer matters, each test drive matters, and you do the math, okay? You do the math on what they're worth and what each stage of the sale is worth. I used to do this, and I would literally break it down. And at the time, there was like the 10 steps of the sale, and I would literally put a dollar figure on each step of the sale. That way, it's like when I went out and did the meet and greet with the customer, that might, to me, I might associate that being worth $75. And if I fucked that up down the line, I knew my commission would be less. And I think that's a big problem that we have. We don't associate like these dollar figures to the steps of the sale and what it actually costs us. Like, you can sell a car and do a really shitty job. We all agree on that, right? You can sell a car and have done a really shitty job on the test drive and on the write up and on the presentation and all that. You could have done a shitty job and still sold the car. But we're still shocked when we don't make any money on the deal, because we didn't do a good job, right? But if we did a good job and we nailed the meet and greet, we nailed the common ground, we nailed the fact finding, we nailed the presentation of the vehicle, they loved the test drive, we did the write up, we did the walk around on the trade properly, we went over the numbers properly, chances of us making a little bit more money goes up. So you guys gotta analyze your pay plan. You got to break it down per customer. You got to break it down, per step of the sale, and put a dollar figure on everything. And then when it's all said and done, if you're a dealership that gets paid on some accessories, I know the OEMs pay you. I know that. But if you get paid on the accessories and you've been with somebody for 30 minutes and you're too tired to go over a bed liner or tinted windows, and you're like, well, I just don't want to do it anymore. I mean, these people already wore me out. I've been here for 2 hours with these customers. I'm just tired, and I just wanted to get the deal done. Well, you ain't gonna make the $10,000. That's the truth. Okay? So do yourself a favor, and if you need my help, comment me in the video. I'll send you my email. Okay, I'll send you my email. and we can break down your pay plan together. And I'll show you 5 ways for you to make $10,000 in your paycheck every single month based on your pay plan. I'd be more than happy to do that for you. Because if you're not making $10,000 a month, on average, you got work to do. You should be able to make $120,000 selling cars. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying it's possible. You should be doing it. Now, it's possible that you're at a dealership or you're in a state that maybe that's not possible. I don't know. I don't know all the states and all that, but I'm just saying it is possible. But first, you got to do the math, figure it out. So we know the assignment. Do it. Most won't do it. Some will do it. You know who you are. Anyway, let's have a great day today. And I'll come to you tonight. Just keeping it real. Thanks a lot.
We all show up, but we ain't built the same. One's chasing glory, one's playing the game. One's got the gift, don't break a sweat. The other's out here grinding with nothing left. One wants the crowd, the lights, the fame. The other's in the dark, just building a name. One was born with it, one had to grow. One's got talent, one's got hustle.